Hey, this is Chris, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing some high interest cash ETFs that are listed on the Australian share market. Now, just to give you a high level overview, a cash or a high interest cash ETF is an ETF or an exchange traded fund that invests into deposits or deposit like securities. So it's a way of getting access to essentially an interest rate, but it's paid usually via a monthly income distribution. So you actually go onto the share market, you buy an ETF, and that ETF is then investing the funds into deposits at banks and then giving you, what sort of feels and looks a bit like an interest rate, but is actually an income distribution each month. So these are becoming a more popular alternative to leaving your money in a bank account or buying term deposits, because generally they're pretty good at passing on interest rates when they're increasing, and we're seeing at the moment that banks aren't very good at passing on higher interest rates in their regular savings accounts. There isn't a minimum balance required in these sorts of products generally. It's easy to get in and out. You don't need to make a certain number of transactions each month like a lot of other high interest accounts do. So we're seeing, particularly for our Stockspot clients, that it's popular where people have a pot of money that they want to invest, just for a cash, interest rate for a period of time. So I'm going to be reviewing the three main cash ETFs listed on the ASX, which are the BetaShares Australian High Interest Cash ETF product, the iShares Core Cash ETF, and then the iShares Enhanced Cash ETF. And these are the three biggest and most popular listed. There have been others that have listed and come and gone, but these are the three that are strong and stable and have been listed for a while. And I'm going to review them across a few different metrics. So first of all, the size. Second, liquidity. Third, the costs, management costs and the slippage that you have to pay when you buy and sell them. And then talk about their performance. And then finally give my verdict on which one we prefer for Stockspot clients. So first of all, on size. So this new sort of category of ETF have been growing pretty well over the last few years. And I suspect they'll actually accelerate their growth now with interest rates going back up in Australia. The biggest one of these cash ETFs listed on the ASX is the BetaShares product, which sits at about $1.8 billion of assets under management at the moment. So it's pretty big. It's been around for a long time. The other ETFs out there are much smaller in the low hundreds of millions under management. So still decent size, but really dwarfed by the big BetaShares product, whose ASX code is AAA. It's been around for a long time, and it seems to be the most popular with investors. So that size, liquidity, reflects in a similar way to size. The BetaShares cash ETF has a lot more turnover each day, so it turns over around $20 million per day, which shows that it's quite easy to get in and out of this ETF. Now, the others also are relatively easy to get in and out of. However, their liquidity and their turnover on a daily basis is a lot lower, so in the low millions of dollars per year. So next, on cost and slippage. Now, these ETFs range in their management fees from under 10 basis points per year, which is pretty impressive, with the lowest at 7 basis points per year, to the BetaShares product is actually the more expensive of the three at 18 basis points per year. And then once you account for slippage, which is basically crossing the buy-sell spread when you're buying these things on the ASX, their costs range from about 0.1% per year, or 10 basis points, to 0.2% per year, or 20 basis points. So not a big difference, but obviously, when it's cash and it's not something that returns a lot in the first place, fees are pretty important. My view is probably the BetaShares product charges a bit more because it's a bit more active in its management of the cash. And it's unlike the other two products, a bit more focused on being actively managing part of the cash with a little bit more duration. So where the other two are more focused on at call deposits that they can pull out the next day, part of the BetaShares AAA product is invested into cash-like securities, which are termed between 30 and 90 days. So some of that money that they're investing is locked up for a short period of time, and they have to manage that within the bounds of making sure there's enough liquidity for the overall cash product. So its fees are a little bit higher, but it's doing a bit more active management of that cash. Finally, on the performance side, so as you'd probably expect, these products have performed relatively similarly over the last 5 years. It hasn't been a great 5 years for performance of cash products because for a lot of those 5 years, interest rates have been pretty close to zero. So these products have generally returned around 1% per year for the last 5 years. The past returns aren't that relevant with these products because interest rates are always changing and these ETFs are always reflecting the prevailing interest rates. But what you can see from the past is generally that BetaShares product has earned a slightly higher return than the other two because it's been prepared to take on a bit more duration, and you can earn a higher return when you're prepared to lock down some of that money for a short period of time. So that's the review on a size, liquidity, cost and slippage, and performance perspective. As you'd probably expect, these products are relatively similar. My verdict and the verdict that we share with Stockspot clients is that our preference is the BetaShares product. We like that it's very large, it's very liquid, it's been around for a long time, it's got a good track record. It's very quick at always passing on interest rates as they rise to clients. It's been a pretty popular product for our clients, and we offer it within the Stockspot savings product. So for people that don't want to invest all of their money, we allow them to sweep some of their money into this cash ETF. So our verdict is that our preference would be this product for those reasons: size, liquidity. We appreciate the fees are a little bit higher, but we can understand why, and ultimately this has helped investors in this product earn a good return. So for those considering cash ETFs, I would say that these are three that you could look at. Be aware that there are also risks of these products. They aren't deposits. They don't come with, for instance, the government guarantee. However, they can be for a lot of people a good alternative to leaving your money in the bank or term deposits.